AV713. Welcome to TreMarkelTV. How you feeling, family?
I can't complain. How you doing?
Good, good.
That's good.
To get it started, what we like to do to introduce people to our newest artists, we like to get your origin story. You know, basically origin story, like where you from, how'd you get where you at now?
Okay.
Where you from?
I'm from the southeast side of Houston. Hiram Clark to be exact. Brentwood is my subdivision of Hiram Clark. But I'm from the south side because like my parents worked a lot, bro.
Yeah.
So my grannies always stayed in South Park. One in Dead End, one in South Bank. So I was always in South Park. So if I go to South Park, they're gonna claim me, you know, as just being from over there. But really, I'm from Hiram Clark. But truth be told, I'm a South Sider.
I mean, it's all South Side.
Yeah, because you know I didn't live in all of them.
Yeah.
Lived in Third Ward, but I'm a South Sider. But if you want to ask me specifically where I'm from, Hiram Clark, Texas.
Facts. Cause you know, I would say Hiram Clark even more on the south side, Hersheywood area. I feel like they gentrifying. How you feel about them gentrifying?
Well, they in that Third Ward area.
Yeah.
And I done lived in Third Ward because I went to alumni TSU.
Yeah.
And they are gentrifying. All the inner city, I feel like the Loop is getting gentrified. Just not even that. You know, if you go Fourth Ward, Midtown, all that was poverty maybe just 10 years ago.
I think when I went to Midtown, they up there now, huh?
Yeah, but if you would have 10 years ago, that's not the Midtown that you would think.
Young,
you know, even they get into the areas and gentrifying like Fifth Ward and the Heights area. Even though the Heights always been nice, certain parts like by the Heights and 45, that's considered the back end of Fifth Ward.
Yeah.
So Fifth Ward, Third Ward, Yellowstone, South Union. How I feel about it? It's a two-way thing because you know those are historical black communities, right?
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like it's changing.
And the thing is, but how I feel about it, it's cool they making it good, but the way they going about it is effed up to me because I know how this shit works when it comes to y'all raising taxes. Y'all raising taxes to a point to where people can't keep up with taxes. And how do you get people out of houses who didn't pay for houses? Mm-hmm. They get behind on their taxes. Then that's when the county come in. That's
that tax lien, right, Trey?
Yeah, you got to pay your taxes. So when you get behind on your taxes, that's even on land in the country. If you go on the land, you still that's why I say in America, you truly never own nothing because we paying taxes. You know, so it's the same thing. So what the other individuals are doing, the Caucasians, they just got the money, and legal term, they just buying their way in. And we don't have the resources, the resources to keep up with them. So we're getting technically, you know.
It's good on your the background. I know we talked about on the studio radio show, but you also a smart man. My boy graduated from TSU. Can you expand on that with what you graduated in?
Maritime Transportation was my major.
What's that?
Maritime water transportation.
Oh.
Ocean logistics. Basically, let's just make it simple. My minor, my major first was radio, television. But I wanted to do it because you know Beyonce daddy was at Mr. Knowles.
Yeah.
Met him. I think he's still there.
He's still at Mr. Knowles?
I believe, but I know he was there when I was there. Him, Cynthia Cooper, and all them. But I was thinking, I got a daughter. You know, I got full customer all the time. I got a daughter. I might have to work a little hard. I need to feel right now to when I get out of here, I know I'm running. I'm gonna have a job. So in Houston, you can't go wrong with transportation. We got the Port of Houston, got all these trucks running around. Stuff has to get from point A to point B, regardless of how you put it. And you can't go wrong with food. But it wasn't no food like type of major, so I had to pick something that was logical. You know what I'm saying? That was gonna make sense at the time. That's why I picked that. To be honest with you. What about more about anything about TSU though? Cause he asked me for a reason.
Oh, have you heard? Like it was like recently, like the staff or something was stealing money from the students, and somebody told me something like.
Yeah, I heard about that. I remember that.
Well, my uncle is funny. My uncle, he the treasurer. Uncle Frank, what's up, baby? He the manager in the treasury department. Hannah Hall at TSU. Y'all know what we talking about. He's the treasury department clerk. Let's be honest with you, we all from Houston. Is this the first story we done heard about TSU?
Nah,
with some stuff like this? So this is my alumni, so I ain't gonna go that far in it. But this is not the first story we have heard about stuff like that. But does that stop? Does that put a stain on me? No, because just because that person did it, don't make. That's why I don't like people when they like. Let's just say somebody had a problem with any of y'all, right? And they give me an opinion about it. I don't give a fuck about the opinion what happened between y'all because that's the opinion. I don't know what you probably not telling me the whole truth. That's not a reflection on y'all. Let me get my own opinion of y'all. Why that person so quick to tell me about y'all before I learn about y'all? Now I need to be watching that motherfucker. I mean, that's how I look at it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm a little radical sometimes. But that's how I look at it. But to get to TSU, I gotta know why you hit me on that one. I didn't graduate from high school. I didn't. I don't have a GED. I don't have a diploma. But I did pass, back then we called it the tax test.
Yeah.
TOS. Yeah, TOS. And I always passed it. So if you ever been to college, because they would want me for track and football. If you ever been to college, they ain't asking for no they ain't asking for no diploma or no GED. What they want your transcripts. So in the state of Texas, if you pass your state exams every year, and you 18, you can unroll yourself from school and take your ass to college. Wow. That's what they don't tell you. College they don't think about it. College ain't never asked for no diplomas or GEDs. Never. They only want your transcripts. That's it. That's how I got in. But I had to think a little bit, but that's it. That's it.
So, did somebody tell you about that? Or was that
no.
You found out on your
own? Nigga, look, no, this what happened. I was living with my uncle in South Bank, and I was working at UPS on Macau.
Okay.
And I used to wake up at, box handlers. We used to wake up at box handlers, package handlers. We used to have to wake up. It depends on start time, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. As long as the trucks out that dock by, I believe at time, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Don't quote me on it, but they had to be at the docks by that time. And at the time, it didn't work out for us. There was a bunch of stealing going on. It was stealing on my line. My name got involved, So they say, Avalon, we ain't really got no proof on you, but your name been involved with some things. I say, okay, where we going with it? Well, you can resign or we can fight this. I'm ready to fight it. But that means we got to take you to jail right now. Well, I can't go to jail right now. I got to go to class. So guess what? I'm going to resign. Yeah. So wasn't nothing on my record, but that didn't work out. So when I went to my uncle's house, I told him what happened. He said, well, shit. You got this scenario, brother. You can go back to work. You can find another job. You got a month to figure it out. Or I can extend that money if you go to maybe try to get your ass back in school. We went up to TSU, got the paperwork. I came home, got fucked up one day, filled it out, went back up there. I don't even, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, this ain't nothing, but I just gotta give y'all the truth. I had popped the handlebar. Did all my paper, don't remember. I just remember waking up in the morning with fucking TSU paperwork, registration, don't remember nothing. But I know I did some positive shit. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
So, cause that handlebar had to take the anxiety out of me just to get. I was like, I'm just gonna do it, bro. I ain't gonna think I'm just gonna do it. Next thing you know, 3 months later, I got my little mail. You've been accepted at TSU.
Wow.
It's been a wrap ever since. And I had and that's when I had full custody of my daughter. So she was up there with me. Oh. I was on week and everything. And TSU, every college got a nursery program, but you got to be a student, for your kid to go there. And I was a student. And since I was a full-time student taking 12 to 18 credits, I didn't have to pay for all that. I didn't have to pay for that. The week and all that took care of me. So when you just trust His way, things just start happening. Yeah. But you gotta step out there on faith, bro. Yeah, you kind of, cause you might not faith. I think the definition of faith is like I might mess it up, but you may not know what's gonna happen, but you got the faith to something gonna happen. You might not know the results, but you got faith in Him to trust Him. So that's how I looked at it, and it's been working out pretty good. As long as you remember where you got all your blessings from, you're gonna be all right, bro.
Has it ever been a time that you felt like you was about to give up?
Hell yeah.
It was getting real tough?
Yeah, I was on some wild shit, man.
Give us one of those times.
I'm not gonna incriminate myself, but I've been on some stupid shit, man. Having fucking brawls at 1960 with my people on 1960 Night Moves. If y'all remember that club back, it was called Night Moves.
I be telling we kind of young. I got the stories for it.
You say 1960, so we know that's on the north side.
Yeah, it's on the spring side though. Y'all ever heard of an old club called Pompeii?
It sounds familiar.
Okay, that was before Pompeii it was Night Moves. So the north and the south, you want to turn up on Friday night?
Yeah.
Bring your ass out there. No telling what's gonna go down. But that's one of the events. Fright Fest. I mean, when we was growing up, and outside, come to the side, we fighting, wilding in there.
It's the time.
I got some that I.
You should have hit us
Well,
with
let
one.
me rephrase the question. What's like the most wildest thing that has happened to you?
A wildest?
Like something that you just couldn't even fathom that really happened.
Man, that's gonna be a boring question. That's gonna be I'm gonna give you a boring answer, but I'm gonna give you a truthful answer. I didn't think I was gonna get full custody of my daughter.
Yeah.
And when I got her, that was the wildest thing.
Yeah.
That was the wildest thing that happened because what I was in, man, it's gonna be hard for you to get. And then in the case I was fighting, man, I don't know, man. You mad at for a man, I don't know. But shit.
Everything happened for a reason.
Bam.
So with that being said, you mentioned earlier in the interview how you popped the handlebar, right?
Yeah.
So have you ever had a horror high story where you got too high and where, you know?
Oh man, I see
you
on the
messed
ball.
up?
Yes I have. Man, bro, I got two of them. I got plenty of two I'm gonna talk about. On them damn Xanax handlebars, I was at a time in my point in my life, and everybody in high school knew I was selling that shit. And it was getting, my sister had to put me, my sister, Kanisha, shout out girl, I love you. She like, Avalon, you in here, you spitting too hard. I be hearing the stuff you say, people can't even write that down. You just say it naturally.
Yeah.
So she like, bro, I know you hustling. This is what you do. This is what we do. At the end of the day, I see you taking a handful of pills every fucking day just to feel like you're on one, bro. So I'm doing crazy shit that I can't remember. You know what I mean? Doing stupid ass shit, tearing up cars and stuff like that. That's one of the wild moments. Tearing up cars. I don't know how the fuck I told her. I just know I got home. Goddamn it, I got my shoe. I don't know what the fuck happened. Another time at one of my little events, I tried Shrooms, bro.
How was it?
Man, shit, that shit was good until I saw some motherfucking big ass oak trees get up and run.
What's the name in it?
I mean, I did like, you know when you wake up, you not seeing them. Like, hold on. I did that shit. I say, that tree got up and looked at me. I say, deuce. All them motherfuckers got up. My neighbor's tree, everybody just started running, nigga. And I'm like, nah, this ain't for real. So before that, you gotta realize I had took the shroom. I ate them. There wasn't no tea or nothing. So
you didn't grind it up and then
hell no, it was just real. I ate these motherfuckers, bro.
No.
It was on exchange. It was some white boys. They was cool though.
Yeah.
And they was riding their skateboard. They knew I always was selling the Reggie back then. That's what, it wasn't no dope. It was straight Reggie.
Yeah.
So they were like, bro, can I get a Nick sack? I ain't got no money. I said, well, what you got? Shit, you know what we do. What we gonna do?
Yeah.
I got some shrooms. Alright, fuck it then. Let's try it then. Shit, what we on? What we on? I ate a bunch of them. It took a while, cause I guess you gotta break down your body and get in your blood. And then so I just say, don't quote me. I'm gonna say, but it was in the daytime. So let's just say I took them at maybe probably this time about 4 or 5-ish. It didn't kick in to maybe like 10, 11 at night. Oh, but bro.
So it caught you off guard.
No, I'm waiting on it because they were like, you gotta wait. This ain't like tree, like you gotta wait on it. So I'm waiting on it. I'm like, okay, shit, damn, it's been 3, 4, 5 hours now. So I was listening at the time. I was in the bed. You remember, y'all know if y'all got one of them digital clocks, and at night all you see is the red letters, right?
Yeah.
I'm listening. How long with a moment? I wish it would have been another. That on that Tupac. How long? You know what I'm jamming that shit. Next time I feel my body, I'm like, oh shit, it's kicking in. I can feel it. I look at them goddamn numbers. And mind you, I got them headphones when I'm listening to. Them bitches, them numbers jumped out on my dress and started performing How Long With A Moment. I said, woo! So that's your question. That was one of my wild. That's the one I can remember, man. Yeah, that. Oof.
So, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, cause most of the stuff happened, sound like in your high school time.
I did some, even in my college days, I got a wild little moment in the college days.
Cause I was gonna say, was that what contribute to you like getting your high school diploma?
Nah. What was stopping that? It was just my attitude because I'm from the south side, so I went to, my first ever movement was going to the north side, was in Humble.
Okay.
So I'm going out. Listen, you bring the south side version to the north side. And then you gotta realize I came from Clark, so I'm used to either I was gonna go to Madison or Sterling. I don't know nothing about so you gotta realize I had already was on some shutdown mode. I'm like, first of all, y'all moving me out of my friends I didn't grew up with. I'm moving out here to something, which is in the long run, it was the best move that was made. In the long run, it was bad because it taught me how to be diverse. I never got to, when I got to Humble, that's when I had my first white teacher, bro.
That's similar situation. I feel it.
I mean, like, so, and then when I get there, these kids up here, we down, I'm like, oh, man, okay, I had to catch up. I had to catch up, and then I always had natural athletic ability, but I'm running with some real horses out here and hitting some real big dudes out here. So when I realized I can hang on that, it was a good situation. I just was on my still in that inner city mentality with that attitude. That was my problem. So that's why I would make varsity every year and get kicked out and go to long term. I'll turn to school. You know what I mean? It was my attitude because I didn't know what I really had in front of me. Now, if I could turn it back now, y'all probably wouldn't be talking to me because I would have took that serious. But God does everything for a reason. So I think everything that happened had to happen.
You don't regret
Was
that?
supposed, no. I can't regret it because it taught me lessons. Now, I would regret it if I was still doing the same shit because, I mean, you didn't learn a damn thing. And you got some friends, and y'all gonna have some friends that they gonna say y'all acting funny because y'all going places, but they still stuck on the shit they been stuck on. So fuck them. I'm telling y'all this, I just out some pure game. I know this not on the interview, but fuck them because at the end of the day, they ain't worried about what y'all situation. Y'all got a families to worry about and kids. No, them niggas at their house, mama house, whatever they doing, fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them. You leave them. You let. It's an old term. You let sleeping dogs lay. Let them motherfuckers lay while you do your thing, bro. Yeah. Shit. And then if they want to catch up, it may be too late to catch up because you had your opportunity.
How do you feel like your attitude led you towards your music career?
What you mean, my attitude? I always had it on music. I just never took it serious. My people are like, man, bro, take that shit serious. Because when we freestyling, we doing all that, goddamn, this motherfucker here, he eating, he killing y'all asses. But it's like, man, fuck that shit. Yeah, I don't see y'all getting paid off this. I know what I'm going to get paid off. I can go buy me some cows and some weed. That's going to pay me. And get this high school diploma. I mean, not a diploma, this college degree, because that's going to at least have me a job to where I ain't got. And the reason going behind the college, I think people need to focus on going to college because if you don't want to work on weekends, take your ass to college. If you want your ass off on weekends, that's why niggas go to college. We pay our 4 years dues. We pay your dues your 4 years, so you don't have to be at that McDonald's working on weekends and shit, so you can have your PTO and your vacation time when you want to do it. That's why you go to college. But anyway, I'm sorry.
No bullshit, though.
To get on to the next topic, to you going to South by Southwest and how that experience for you. You know, we talked about it a little bit off camera, but can you expand that more?
Well, it was my first time ever going. Yeah. So, can I say, because if y'all been before, I can't really say, did I get to really, y'all probably can say I didn't, because I can't say that was my first time ever going. I can't imagine it wasn't a full thing because the streets weren't packed like I thought it would be, but again, we're coming back from a 2-year.
Yeah, COVID.
You know what I'm saying? So it was my first time ever going. It was kind of out of some last minute stuff with Exotic Pop. My boy Scoop with E30 with the BMW. Shout out E30 boys. He reached out to me, but he reached out to me through Anthony Danza. Now Anthony Danza is a rapper and producer I have done some music with on the West Coast. Yeah. So if you ever heard of Messy Marv, he produced a lot for Messy Marv, and right now with the tracks he got out now, he has done tracks with Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, Big Crit, Tory Lanez, a few tracks with Killer Collion. So when he heard me, he said, you've been on my radar for a minute. And I looked at it as opportunity. He said, do you want to jump on my stuff? A lot of people would have been like, man, how much you going to pay me? No, I'm looking at your body of work. This is opportunity. I'm in Texas. Shot him the track. And that's how that came about, man. That's how that came about. So he came down here to shoot a video at Exotic Pop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how me and Scoop linked up. So Prez met Anthony Danza because Prez D is over, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's a group effort at Exotic Pop, but Prez was one of the ones Anthony was talking to. So by Prez and talking to Anthony, when he left, he was like, you need to be trying to probably mess with Prez a little bit on some things because I see he got some big. I don't know what he talked about, but I see now what he's saying. You need to get with Prez just to see what's going on. And Prez, I did follow instructions, you know. And Prez, he say, man, hey bro, who are you again? I said, I'm AV713. I was the one with Danza and did that show with him when he was down at Henneke and Pilot. And we did that video at your shop with them BMWs. He say, oh, you. He say, we got a showcase coming up. You fuck around really need to sign up. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Okay. It was last minute. I had just read up and leave that alone. So I'm like, damn, bro. This on a Monday, this shit happened on a Wednesday. We gotta figure this out. High five my camera guy. We gotta do it. We booked the room. It was turnaround trip. So I went down there on a work mode. Like I didn't go down there thinking I was gonna join something because it was last minute for me. Went down there, we got our wardrobe ready, got our rooms ready, got the shit ready, knocked it out. Next thing you know, it happened that week. Then next week later, we end up winning it.
Crazy stuff. Crazy
First
stuff.
time going ever.
Last minute.
We come home with the gold.
Come home.
That's how you're supposed to do it, though.
I mean, I'm being honest with you, man. I mean, there's nothing to make up. I mean, that's just how, I mean.
Humbling experience.
Yeah, because what's to get excited about? This is just, we just started, bro.
Yeah.
That's what people go wrong, they get excited. You ain't accomplished nothing that. It's like when you get to the league, you work this hard to get to the league just to slack now? Man, bro, you ain't, nah, this is where you gotta be turning it up more. So it's like, I mean, I'm not saying it in a way like I'm not grateful. I'm fucking grateful and humble. I'm blessed. But this is just one thing. We got a whole bunch of work ahead of us, bro. And I mean, we all as a group, we got a lot of work. We got a lot of work because I really fuck with y'all. I mean, positive vibes, seriously, no bullshit, no bullshit. Yeah. Huh?
Can't get too comfortable.
You never can get too comfortable. That's with anything in life.
Right.
The minute you get comfortable, the minute your ass then lost it. Because you can learn something new every day. If you want to. But if you get, like you said, if you get comfortable, shit, you ain't gonna learn nothing because you comfortable. Everything that was hungry to you was going over your head now. You didn't got comfortable. Nah, you comfortable.
Exactly.
I like to stay uncomfortable.
So what actually got you into rapping? Or what made you start,
Taking it serious?
Yeah. And when did you actually start taking it serious?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Either 2019 or 2018. Whichever one on that first video, I'll roll up another one. Well, you'll see it on YouTube.
Yeah, that shit hot.
Yeah, so here's the thing. That's when I just started taking it serious. But I forgot. It was a misstep. I was going hard at it when I first got back at TSU. When I got to TSU, my boy Shano Fresh out the Clark. Shout out Shano. He took me over to Rest in Peace Magic Mike. He was one of, if y'all heard of Dante Higgins, Cal Wayne, and all them, they all came out. They came. Okay, you know Magic. Rest in peace, bro.
We didn't interview Cal Wayne, so we got
exactly. So bam. So exactly. When I lost Magic, that set me the fuck. Cause Shano called me and say, bro, you ain't heard her. Nah, what's up? I'm out here looking at Magic right now. All right. I really don't want to know what happened, but you telling me enough right now. I figured I'm reading between the lines. So that pushed me back a little bit. Cause that's the first, and my first mixtape is Marvin Zentler. It's on SoundCloud. I took a lot of it down because of the mixtape. The album that's out now.
Gotcha.
And then, but I'm gonna get it. I'm just letting the public know. Marvin Zentler, y'all know y'all on my ass. Y'all want the original, but I can't put that on platforms because it had original beats on it. Y'all know that. So, but once I slow it down, DJ Red, once we slow it down, now I can put it on the platforms. So, but Magic was behind Marvin Zentler. So when I lost him, that kind of like, you know what, let me just finish the college out. And if it's really meant for me, it'll come back around. But Magic kind of threw me out. That threw me out because I was like, but what got me back in the zone is, okay, my baby running, she at a certain age. I got married. Okay, now I can free up, because sometimes when niggas go wrong at, they want to put this music in front of all the priorities. Now I can understand that if music paying the bills right now, music ain't paying the bills. So I got to put my priority is first, is the family, make sure my daughter, and at the time, my fiance, but now wife is at the time back then, my daughter, it wasn't no girlfriend or wife.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? At the time, so then when my fiance came around, we ended up getting married, it was still focused on them, but then she would hear me. Everybody else, they were like, man, fuck it, man. Take that shit serious. And I was like, fuck it. If I'm going to say stop it, and I've been hearing the bullshit that's been going around, and I know what I can offer, if I'm gonna really put my foot down, I gotta at least put one last effort and say I really tried. And this is that effort, and look where it has gotten me.
That was one of his big topics when you talked about at the studio radio show, that he was saying that you don't like the music they putting out nowadays.
No, I'm not knocking it because it's a form of art.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it. Is it something I can do? Is it something I'm going to create? No. But they're not putting, it's a reason, you can tell they're not listening to the music, and this shit go back to the 60s, 70s, and the 80s.
Yeah.
It's no soul behind your music.
Yeah.
When you hear me, if y'all didn't listen to me, you're like, damn, man, I can feel this shit. I can feel it. They just throwing shit together. I'm not knocking it because that's a market. That's not what I grew up on. So I feel like if I could catch the younger generation with some real music, I'm not saying what y'all not hearing is not real music, bro. So don't take that out of proportion. And if they want to attack me, I'm here. You know where I stand. The thing is, I still gotta. It's a duty. If God gave you a gift, it's a duty to get it out there. You know, because if you don't use your gift, he'll take it. And so I felt it was a duty to get the real music out and let these niggas know how Houston is really sounding, how Houston really sounds. Not knocking the other Houston sounds, but the original Houston sound. I can't let these niggas who really still bumping this shit go out like that. Right. Nah. So I felt it was a duty. And if it wasn't for me, he would have kicked me out.
Yeah, cause you know where you from Sunnyside and
Well, I'm from the Clark, but you know that whole southeast area.
I was gonna say, cause you know, Lil Kiki, you said was one of your inspirations growing up.
No, not Key.
Not Key.
No, not the Kiki. But I mean, Don't Mess with Texas was hard, but he wasn't. Being honest, he wasn't. He wasn't. Fat Pat.
Fat Pat.
You know what I'm saying? Fat Pat. I'm finna throw y'all list out with me, my influences. Fat Pat, Big Hawk,
okay,
Big Pokey, Lil Flip, Lil Flex. I know I fucked y'all up with them.
okay.
Them five. Those were my influences. So when you listen to me, you gonna hear all that shit. Even fucking, I want to throw Big Mo in there, but you know, I can't because Pat was doing I'm harmonizing from Pat.
It'll be the whole SUC.
Well, you might well just, if that's the case,
yeah.
That whole SUC, there you go. Yeah, SUC. Because they had so many different, they had so many different umbrellas. They thank you. The SUC, you damn right. That whole SUC umbrella is really my influence.
Because we remember the tapes growing up, watching the tapes growing up.
Come on.
We were a little bit young, we still remember the tapes growing up.
You know what I'm saying? Even Swish Eyes had a few, but I'm just saying, out of, you asking me, you know, that's what I was on.
That's where you from, though.
Nah, Swish Eyes, on the Swish Eyes shit I was on, OG Ron C was making some badass motherfucking fuck action tapes, back action. That was the old school, the R&B song, Screwed and Chopped. Mm-hmm. Michael 5,000 watts on that.
Still going strong.
Still going strong. Shout out Michael 5,000. Shout out Bill Rap Sumo, one of the first ones to ever get an interview on me on the platinum thing. Y'all might need to link up with Sumo World Radio. That's a nice little connection, and he's a legend. He's done a lot of things. He matter of fact, he the one that set up at Division 1. That's in Greenspoint. And he set that up for me to open up for Big Pokey on his set.
That's hot.
Yeah. So he does a lot of big things. But back to your question. Michael 5,000 watts. It's gonna be out of
Fat Pat and the SUC.
I mean, when it comes to I mean, yes, but I'm about to say Swisher Highs had some hard hitters coming out of there. I'm talking about the old Swisher Highs too. Man, hold up, Big Tight, Lil Show, Big Tiger. And then Lil Ron and Slim Thug and Sub Warfare. And that old Swisher Highs, they got some. Even the new Swisher Highs, Highway Yellow,
Since you from that time just a little bit, do you know about the Kappa? After the Kappa, before the Kappa?
I didn't know. My mama didn't let me and my little brother go. They let my brothers go. We tried to sneak down there, but our big brothers went. But our mama wouldn't let me. Jay ain't lying. Mama wouldn't let us go.
That was strictly for Houston, is what I heard.
Yeah,
Man.
the Kappa. the Kappa. I mean, but I never got. I mean, you know, niggas be Kappa. I never get to go. I was young for the Kappa.
Okay, so
I was young, but we were
get
16.
the
We were
OG.
15 and 16. My mama was like, nah. Nah, brother could go. He was 18, 17, 18, and the other cousin, but nah, y'all too. Y'all ain't going. We know it go down there. Whatever, mama.